Hello friends, so we're back for the continuation of, one part of the continuation of the Chapter 7, Time. And once again, you'll find the time step for that in the video, The Vision, at 6 minutes and 39 seconds. So let's get started. Perception is also based upon vibrational frequency. Have you ever experienced feeling sick, ill, or under the weather? Of course you have. We all have at one time or another. Depending upon the degree of sickness you have felt, it has probably altered your state of being in some way, shape, or form. I know for myself, if I have caught a bad cold or a stomach virus, my mental capacity is not at its peak performance level. My body, and everyone else's body for that matter, under those physical conditions, becomes preoccupied with doing what it needs to do to heal itself. Self-preservation becomes priority to the brain and all the bodily systems. While the body is in a state of compromise, such as illness, and self-preservation, its vibrational frequency is lowered. This is one of the reasons why stress creates physical illness and diseases. Now that we understand that physical health can impact vibrational frequency, do you think it's possible that mental and emotional health can do the same? Mind is mental, body is physical, soul is emotional. Everything is connected. How positive is your perception in the heat of a major crisis or traumatic experience? How positive is your perception when you feel loved, safe, and secure? Do you think there's a vast difference of perception between the two for most people? We are all habitating this planet, having our own experiences, forming our own perceptions, and those perceptions are constantly in a state of flux. As we learn more, we become more perceptive to knowledge. As we experience more, we become more perceptive to experience. As we perceive, we become perceptive of self and the differences and similarities between us all. Perception is an inevitable condition, not only for humans, but for all living organisms, as every living organism, no matter how minuscule it may be, has consciousness. And when you observe something, anything, you perceive. We've already discovered that observation creates a ripple of change. For instance, in the double slit experiment, in which scientists discovered and revolutionized our understanding of observation and its consequences. But what does this all have to do with time? That was the question I was asking myself while this knowledge of the concept of time was unfolding before me. Even in receiving visions, I can get impatient. It's one of my fine human qualities, but that's just my perception. Anyway, remember when I said to make a mental note that everything is connected. This is the place where perception and its relevance to time will begin to make sense. Our perception creates a vibrational frequency that emanates from our being that is continuously occurring. Even when we sleep, our brain is perceiving and therefore creating a vibrational frequency. And we already know that there are endless contributing factors that can have an impact on our perception, and then consequently alter our vibrational frequency output again and again and again, endlessly. That is, until we learn to master our perception, which stated in simple terms, is learning to master our mind and emotions that will in turn allow us to master our physical being, matter. Now, I would love to branch out on that last statement, being able to master matter itself, but that is for a different moment. Right now, our focus is on understanding how time has, is, and will become obsolete, as was shown to me in the vision that I received. Has, is, and will. That's an interesting combination of words, don't you think? It encompasses past, present, and future simultaneously. You may be wondering how it's even possible for the past, present, and future to all exist simultaneously. That answer is much simpler than you would think it to be. And we are now at that appointed moment for the comprehension of time itself to begin evolving into its fullness. And that concludes this portion of Chapter 7, Time. I'm sending you all lots of love, lots of light, and lots of activation energy.